Hey, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Today we will be presenting problem-based task 1 for subject DFN 50223 Windows Server Administrator. So our lecturer is Muhammad Fazli bin Yahya and my name is Muhammad Kamam Takim Mekamesham and my number matrix is 25DDT20F1010 and my friends are Muhammad Azri bin Talib, matrix number 25DDT20F1030, Amirul Arif bin Tambi, matrix number 25DDT20F1032, and lastly Muhammad Aiman Kim bin Muhammad Ghaffar, 25DDT20F1022. Next. So introduction, in this assignment, problem-based task 1, we are assigned to help an IT company based in Kuala Lumpur. They have already earned a project task to build DNS and DHCP infrastructure for investment and finance companies has been just started operation. Company called Ikhtiar Investments in Berhad that provides investment and financial advisory services. As network/system engineers, we are given requirement companies as follows. One, design the network diagram that consists of the following requirement, that is domain controller, internal domain name server, and dynamic IP address configuration for all client, PCs, or laptop according to the department. So for part 1, design the network topology. Design the network diagram that consists of the physical and logical network diagram that consists all the requirements stated above. Complete IP addressing table that will be assigned to the related equipment, PC or laptop or server that will be used. So this is the design of our network. As you can see, there are one Active Directory server that includes DNS and DHCP services. It will be connected via VMnet 3 for accounting, VMnet 4 for administrator, and VMnet 5 for staff. Next. So this is the addressing table that we have created. So for PC1 admin, we use VMnet 4, PC2 accounting, we use VMnet 3, and PC3 staff, we use VMnet 5. So for server 1, Active Directory, so for VMnet 4, the IP address is 192.168.1.1. So for VMnet 3, we use 192.168.2.1, and lastly for VMnet 5, we use 192.168.3.1. Next. Part 2, install Windows services. Install all required services according to the requirement, Active Directory, and domain name system. So first, after boot the Windows Server 2019, we add server roles and we tick on the DHCP server and Active Directory domain services as you can see on the image. Next. So for part 3, configure DNS and DHCP settings. I will pass the presentation to Azri.
Undur sikit Mirul. Depan. Depan. Ke depan. Okay, I continue the presentation. Okay, first of all, after you have installed the ADDS and DNS, you click on the job. Sorry. Okay, you click on the flag behind on the left manager and next, and you no, okay. Next, create a new forest, which is root domain name group add.com. Next. Okay, next you sign the password and confirm the password and click next. After that, you on the path you click next, and for the net BIOS domain name, type group add. Next. After that, you just click on the next until the installation successful. Next. Okay, this is the how when the domain has been created, and you can see the server was successful configured as the domain controller. Okay, next. Okay, next I pass to Muhammad Aiman Hakim.
Thank you. Jadi untuk seterusnya saya akan sambung. Uh, First, set up a hostname record for the web server. Next. Seterusnya, pergi dekat DNS, right click and masuk ke DNS manager. Next. So bila dah masuk kat DNS manager, right click, kemudian kita pilih configure DNS server. So bila dah masuk kat configure DNS server, tekan next. Next. And select configuration action, kita pilih yang atas sekali iaitu create a forward lookup zone. Lepas tu tekan next, and primary server location, kita ambil yang this server maintain the zone. Next. Okay, untuk bahagian ni kita letakkan name host adalah www.pbt, and dia punya FQDN adalah dia dah bagi. IP address kita masukkan 192.168.1.1. Kemudian kita akan pilih create PTR record, kemudian add host. Seterusnya kita pergi ke reverse lookup zone. Next. Bila dah pergi ke reverse lookup zone, right click new zone dan masukkan masuk ke new zone wizard. Next. Untuk new zone wizard, kita pilih primary zone, lepas tu tekan next. So dah masuk dekat active directory zone replication scope. Kita ambil yang nombor 2 iaitu to all DNS server running on domain controller in this domain, iaitu group8.com. Lepas tu tekan next. Seterusnya kita pilih IPv4 reverse lookup zone. Kemudian masukkan network ID iaitu 192.168.1. Kemudian tekan next. Next. Seterusnya network yang kedua iaitu 192.168.2 dan 192.168.3. Next. Seterusnya dynamic update, kita pilih yang allow only secure dynamic update. Seterusnya tekan next and completing the new zone wizard. Kemudian tekan finish. Next. So untuk B, set up pointer record for the web server. So nama dia www, kemudian QDN dia www.group8.com, IP address 192.168.1.1, PTR record, add host, kemudian dalam browse ini adalah antara host yang dalam group8.com. Next. Kemudian untuk C, set up an alias name record for the web server. So untuk alias name kita letak WSA dan dia punya FQDN dia wsa.group.com dan dia punya fully qualified domain name adalah www.group.com. Next. Seterusnya B, mail server, assign dynamic IP address for HR and administration department. So untuk mail exchanger, kita letak host ataupun chat domain adalah mail dan FQDN sama, www.group8.com. Mail server priority 10. So untuk seterusnya saya serahkan kepada Amirul untuk sambung.
So I will continue the presentation. I will present about the dynamic host configuration protocol DHCP. So first question is assign a dynamic IP address for HLN or administration department. So first click on the DHCP server and right click. So next, so we'll choose the DHCP manager. In the DHCP manager, we click on the win and next will we authorize the win and then the color will change to the green. So next will we create the new scope. So the name of the new scope is HR or administration. Next, so the IP address will configure start with the IP 192.168.1.1 until the end IP address is 192.168.1.254. So at the exclusive and delay, we just next. In the configure the HP option, we'll choose the yes, I want to configure this option now. So in the router default gateway, the IP will be 192.168.1.1. So the parent domain is group8.com. Then we can see the router is 192.168.3.1. So in the Win server, we next and active squad will we choose yes, I want to active this code now. And next, then the scope is finished. So next we will assign the dynamic IP address for accounting. We do the same step as before. So the scope name is accounting and the IP address start with the 192.168.2.1 and the end IP address is 192.168.2.254. So next, the add acquisition and delay we just do next and the router default gateway which is 192.168.2.1. So the parent domain name is group8.com and the IP address will be 192.168.2.1. Then we just click next. And next we assign the name dynamic IP address for normal staff. So the name is staff and the IP address will start with the 192.168.3.1. The end IP address which is 192.168.3.254. So in the domain name is parent domain group8.com and the IP address is 192.168.3.1 and the router default gateway is 192.168.3.1. So next we create a new user and the first user is HR and the password is password. So the user already finished create. So lastly check connectivity. So as well we can see the IP address for the client one which is HR, the IP address is 192.168.1.2 and the subnet mask is 255.255.255.0 and the default gateway is 192.168.1.1. The second one, this IP address for client accounting, the IP address which is 192.168.2.2 and the subnet mask is 255.255.255.0. So the last one is a IP address for staff. The IP address which is 192.168.3.2. The subnet mask is 255.255.255.0. The default gateway which is 192.168.3.1. So the conclusion is, in conclusion, with the agreement of the correct topology and IP address, is able to solve the test one base problem. Next, download the Windows server must also be accurate and encoding its exception must follow the correct steps so that no problem while performing this test. Lastly, a connectivity test must be performed to confirm each configured preform is correct. That's all from us. Thank you.